AP Radio 105.7.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
You're listening to AP Radio.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
AP Radio 105.7.
You're listening to AP Radio.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
AP Radio 105.7. You're listening to AP Radio.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
AP Radio 105.7.
AP Radio 105.7.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
AP Radio 105.7. One zero 5.7.
This program is sponsored by Kino Computers and Ella Rain Vesture.
Munyina mwadwo anwumrei aba APTV yani AP Radio 105.7 de kasafidie so ya boabo ansam hodo asise yamma yimo ene ama hodo so na braso a migina ade bremo na ensamu a anwumrei nam no de bedi mu akotene bi eni Edom dodo aba no dane war mahwebedwafie ade krata ato mahwebedwamacha me hinanim se wo petition yewra afenyo marking amanebo anesa nipansia ana atwa nanom wansia do ewo Ghana Armed Forces for fa nipa ewo Elwak Stadium ho Afia swafo hwa wo masua nsam so kasafase kasam ho a wose 24 economy no ebetumi aboa pa ma yesi kasam agina ne naso America mampani Donald Trump on so atrakata e de akọ Israel mampani ho e kosrese wo ma prime minister Netanyahu na asem e wo court faket ahyehyɛ ho no be ya enka wo fa bone ne nche no Afoforo bi ka ho ane aboaboa no sanu sia bremu kase ba osomfo boss lady Afia Kyem Agyemang mede ba sombo ya boa no de akogo news.apmediagh.com abetumi akokenkan bi Facebook and YouTube APTVGH TikTok Instagram and X intefidie ne APmedia_GH Dr. Kukudazi from Sofopania wada Action Power Faith Ministries ya no ne nkyerɛkyerɛ nkwaje kwan ba yakwa mu kwasiada anopa no nso bia emu no ene wo kyerɛ yɛn ability to see na Dr. Ephraim Aman hwerekɔfo ahu sɛ so amdo mo ho ɛhye nyame ene mamu na fei wo monsanso do mo kɔhye na nanom atetesɛm ne ade mu a ɛdi sunsanso bɔne pa ene bebre wo mo no wo kyerɛ sɛ eduru ayie bre mu a ɛna ho no sɛ ebi mo ho a mo yɛ kristofo ne nso omodo mo ho agi adamoni enem wo so bekwase no na kyese o maye mu nyame de awie omuwie no masa be na nanom atetesem ne ade o se ye nipa kon no afiri mu no abraba wo bo na sasi so
asoriko ni bia uya nipa kura yi ase ohun nyame niema na usa susu ehunu na nanom atetesem ne wa amamre niema bia no wanko nyame nche do nyame eni adamoni ewo bia yi ase a ekire nipa cross de no sit let's say nipa cross som ne nananom abosom eno sanso so ekwaso ase ekire se na nipa no eye nyatwo otena ase ma esom mienu na nyatwomfo nso enko nyame nchen eya omko hell die esi wo omayi ase no ena kire die nipa no atina ase emaye se woman tu omo nyina ansi ho ansom nyame a obo ade no enko eno ntina meka se asori kofo a etisa no omo anko nyame nche no na omo ko adamo ni nchen e wo hell anase janua enum dan e ya rawo se bamba hu pa eno ntien sese o trase na o so nipa ni se o trase na o so nyame ani
Dr. Kukudazi Ephraim etwaso enoma yehu se ni nyina no eya damoni enhyehye nei wada nipa dwen ede akwakopem se na nanom de no enkahwe wobetu de ho hye mu abra wo de ho hye nyame die nim Dr. Ephraim share san chekire yase mu oma yehu se wontumi ensom ewra no mienu enti wo de ho gyesa na matetesem mu na asado ho bewra ha na kire se ewra no mienu na wo som afa anu ni nyina ebetweaso
se ene asofo efri nyame ena wo mo ye nokwafo a wo betumi akire saa nokware mu ede akire wo ma chidifo a anka wo mo chidifo no betwin na wo ba sie giraye afa deɛ ɛsɛ sɛ wɔn som ɛho sɛ wɔn bɛsom wɔn nananom adaamɔni o anaasɛ wɔn bɛsom nyame ɔbɔ adeɛ no nko a nka wɔn mfa ɛsom ahodoɔ mmienu yi mfra na wɔn mfa daa asotwe mma wɔn ankasa so na kyerɛ sɛ nipa a yɛ wɔn adwene sɛ wɔn bɛtumi asom wɔn nananom abosom na wɔn asan so akɔ asɔre no wɔn kɔ hell anaasɛ gya no anum da no mu kyerɛ sɛ wɔn asɔfoɔ no anka saa nokware ankyerɛ wɔn mesa aka bio sɛ ɔsɔfo bia ɔbɛka sɛ wobɛtumi asom wɔ atetesɛm amammerɛ ne amanneɛ kwan so na wasan so asom nyame bia yɛ ɔtorofoɔ ɛne nipa bɔne ni onim nyame wɔ baabi a ɔnte nyame asɛm ase na ɔpɛ sɛ nipa wu na wɔn kɔ hell anaasɛ gya no anum da no so onye sika firi asɔrefoɔ hɔ na sɛ wɔn wu kɔ hell koraa mfa no meka kyerɛ wo sɛ asɔrefoɔ ɛyɛ nyame ayefo yere na nyame se ɔmpɛ sɛ adammɔ ne bɛgu n'ayefo yere ho fi.
So for Pania Wada Action Power Faith Ministries ya no Dr. Kudazi Ephraim ne church and kwaje kwan ne tie ye no na osibiso biom eye wukwadra ene fiada nwume no nso yenko ye mra share dwafie edom dodro ba do dani no nyamfo mahama yarega boko central batom peso so mra share dwani no wadi petition akwakoma ye rabagbe ne echirose edom kuma no eba do dani no nyamfo Alexander afanyomake abu mra share dwafo wonomo ahede a womo ahyato no wabuso esanse ECOWAS parliament no yese anamusini ya ukogina oman Ghana name was our parliament ho no eye edom dodro selso edom kuma no womo mienu abedi ekire na ye kogina mu nanso ye rafa nyoma kini gina mu mprempra me kasa ya ensese wotumi gina mu nam so ma mrahye bedwafie achiame hene hye se wontwe ne ho ema na bedi ekire enko encha ye bia yase enhyiamudie akoso ewo Port Harcourt ECOWAS parliament no wo mu nhyiamudie eno no ema ye rafa nyoma akia kwase eno nenam so ma ononyafo mahama yaregase na ehye de Ghana ha ye mrahye bedwafo no wo mu kyehye to ho no no waye wadwen se uni so ene esi wo so mposese se na asem nete ne sentitwo ho firi ho waye ho kyenkyea kyense ECOWAS parliament bokwa kogina Ghana na mu anya de betumi aboa yewura yaga kra kyerɛ sɛ enye nsusuanso bɔne wɔ man Ghana so esanse yamfa oba no ankwan kogina mu no enam so ema nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ a enka ankoyie a man Ghana fo ne so no nyafo yadega no ɛna ɛfrɛ ECOWAS fo ka kyerɛ mo sɛ ɔma ma man Ghana ya nhyɛmu bia yebɛtwe ho de afiri ECOWAS ne nyinam wɔ se no ene tumi bo Ghana.
I think somewhere on the 22nd of July this house passed a resolution constituting the delegation of Ghana to the ECOWAS Parliament, ECOWAS Community Parliament. Mr. Speaker, if you recall, we had removed the name of the minority leader, Honorable Afia Alexander Kwamina, member for Efutu, from the list of Ghana's delegation to the ECOWAS Community Parliament. So, Speaker, this resolution of this Parliament was communicated to the ECOWAS Parliament by, I believe, your good self. Mr. Speaker, the ECOWAS Parliament convened to sit in Port Harcourt in Nigeria from the 25th to the 28th of September 2025. That's Port Harcourt in the River State of Nigeria from 25th to 28th September 2025. So, Speaker, this Parliament's delegation, as constituted by our resolution, went to Port Harcourt and they met the Honorable Afia Alexander Kwamina sitting there and refusing to give way as directed by this parliament. Indeed, whilst our nominated delegation were there and it was time to swear in members, the ECOWAS parliament refused to swear in Ghana's delegation. They refused to swear in Ghana's delegation and said that they will not 4 members of our delegation. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Agyemang and Alexander Kwamina was at that session of the ECOWAS Parliament, attended that session of the ECOWAS Parliament in clear defiance of a resolution of this Parliament. In clear defiance of a resolution of this Parliament. That is why, Mr. Speaker, I have cited the provisions of Order 31-0, which says that any act or omission which affronts the dignity or authority of Parliament, Mr. Speaker, and let me emphasize, authority of Parliament, any act that affronts the authority of the Parliament of Ghana or produces any such effect constitutes contempt of Parliament and a breach of parliamentary privilege. Mr. Speaker, by defying this Parliament resolution, removing him from the delegation to the ECOWAS Parliament, and actually going to Port Harcourt and attending the session, Mr. Speaker, he has clearly affronted the dignity and engaged in an act that constitutes an affront to the authority of this Parliament. And it is time that the Honorable Agyemang be put in his proper place. Mr. Speaker, I therefore rise pursuant to the relevant orders to make a complaint of contempt of Parliament and a breach of parliamentary privilege, and to urge you, pursuant to the appropriate orders, to refer the Honorable Agyemang Alexander Kwamina to the Privileges Committee for him to be processed. And if indeed the committee comes to a conclusion that my contention that he indeed went and attended the session in clear defiance of our resolution, and that that act constitutes an affront to the authority of this House, that the appropriate sanctions be executed in relation to the Honorable Alexander Kwamina Agyemang. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Ononyafo Mahama Yarega wono na yadom drodro no eba no jani. Ye toaso aka na trafo penny edema NPP amanyoko eyononyafo John Boadu. Wono so ene edensam hodo bi atodwa wa brasa twerani bi ne di nkobo. And watch us 2028 the Kiana Kansas NPP amanyoko no edi nkonim. Ne senti wa hyase den tutuye gu akwemu ednani afọ manga na munyina na de ba kwa hu ne sadwunti ni shatawale. Emebunu pinua di nachi no nwomo a wotunti emebunu na ne gye ne ho ne senti se wotumi ema shatawale beka NPP amanyoko no ho de a ene na mebunu edi nachi no omososo ebetumi etu ababedi NPP amanyoko no achibi yira John Boadu si wogidi yese se aginesie yi ebetumi aboa pa ama NPP ene emebunu no ede ehyiemu no mahu se NPP amanyoko ne ebetumi aboa wo saa ye nso no na 2028 wo matumi edi nkonim
is to get into their arena and their interests and deal with them.
You going to get Shatawale to join the MPP?
If possible, why not? If you can get other people
and campaign for you.
Not necessarily hard campaign, but passing through our messages through these.
But you did, yeah, you actually did that in 2024. You did that with the King Paluta, whose song was loved at the time. I mean, even Shatawale's song at the time for the election.
You need to do more.
And yet you still lost by a historic margin. So that isn't the solution.
No, I'm saying that you need to do more of that.
More of what cost you the defeat?
No. You need to do more of that by nurturing these youthful people.
But you did that.
And that's not necessarily.
Kim Paluta was driving the youth. It got so many to your rallies.
Let me tell you.
Your Bamia danced to it.
You don't even need to get.
And yet you lost by more than 1 million votes.
I'm saying that it's not even necessary to have them at your rallies. You need to meet them at where they are. You need to be able to tap them with their interests and not necessarily bring them on your political platforms. And it is important that we look at that. You can now see that academia, for instance, it looks like the NDC...
I think you've lost the ground there.
Is having a lot of them as we speak now. Many of these people don't need so much. It's not a bad appointment. Sometimes, they've given them appointment. Many of them just need recognition. Many of them need that touch, that belonging touch of the party to be able to get, because many of them want to be seen as the ones who are even reviewing your programs, reviewing your policy.
Yera John Boadu, Trafo Penny, Kane Edema, NPP, Amanyuko, no. Na yanko takrade, awane bo ababa toja, and se menoka saidie, Ghana. Asojafo no wamo ehwe no ma fa nkrofo sabaye betumi aboa ma omadwuma no moye no akọ nanim ne santi na wokyere se sesede obia wopasa wokọ soja adwuma no mu bie no woma bia kwanya na to a nkrofo bi ebebo awremo enipa atena ye munsam ebebo awrem.
This segment is brought to you by King's Home Studios.
Enchiremo NSA takrade FM hono nipa 5,288 ena one more able to me edi akotene e was a train ye bekoso imo emu 1,680 eye ema ena 3,680 so eye emema our forces no echiremu a able to me aboa navy for etumi afa nipa be 900 ne echirei ama wo hwe ya bambo ejine tuko ni mu a wo mo enam wiem wo mo enam asase so ne wo mo enam nso mu nyina wo mo tumi ahwe afa nipa no ebie secondary Jandu Park ho ena takrade FM ho no de nhihye no ekoso amanebo ene se wo modi kan kro no obi ade ne nkrata sembe ko krata etimi kire se ubotumi ayesra ni wo manyimu ID card nyina wo de beka ho no se wo mo free ho no mo a ansa no akọ nipa no se de wotabia city se ne yesi hu no wo mo agina no so so ahwese betumi afawo anase yentumi emfa takrade FM PRO eyora Enoch Opata wono ene kiremu
5,288 applicants, out of which 1,680 are females and 3,608 are males. And breaking it down according to the arms, Army has 3,548 applicants, Navy has 962, and Air Force has 778 applicants. The applicants are supposed to go through the first phase of the process, and the first phase involves the documentation and the body selection stages. So as you can see, the applicants are going through that. Their documents and other identification cards are being verified. From there, they will proceed to the next stage, which is the body selection. And so that is what is happening now, currently. So it's supposed to use 2 days. And because of the numbers, Army, for instance, has 3,680 8 applicants. And so we have partitioned them. So we are taking care of the Army applicants today. Then tomorrow, Navy and Air Force will follow.
Yewraye asanso 12 sesa nipa no asanso wo modro so nti e wota kwade fam ho no wo machemu a ebi mo bekọ ne face nti wo mo ahya ase no ewie wo mo de free mu a na afoforo nso abase be ya mentimi ho ase bia enkoma ne hom ne so e wota kwade de nim.
And then what we want to advise is that we know that in this moment we have middlemen who will be, the applicants may be patronizing. So we urge every applicant not to patronize the services of any middleman. The process does not identify any middleman. If your certificates and other documents are correct, you are assured of going through the process. And so they should desist from employing the services of such men. If anybody is caught, the law will only take its course. This process has been such that this year's process is such that it is taking place in the nationwide, yes, and so we are bringing it to the doorstep of every applicant. You see, and also it also essentially filling in the vacancies within the Ghana Armed Forces, and also empowering the operational workforce of the Ghana Armed Forces.
Opata wano na akọ takrade empotemu ho a Ghana Armed Forces no ochire mu se wo mo so ahase a wo mudi wo mudwem asebeye betumi aboa na nkrofokro e befa wo mo e wasrafo adwumakuo ni mu takrade fam wo mo so atumi aye adwuma e de aboa man na yanto aso na yenko enkran pompuni mantemo e wo Ghana Armed Forces for emabuna a wo fa wo modo ma hye wo madwuma no amu no ena amanebo ababeto dwane se e work sports stadium ho ena dwumadie no ekoso na akwakoba ne se enipa dodro kobodom pem e wo gate na no a sane Ghana Armed Forces for hyehye no e bre kora na esese nka omutumi wramu no enya sa bre no ena na aduru so ne senti ne ane ama omugina gate na no sa no ne nam se nipa no abebodom pem ho nti wo munyina etwifa so a chese wo mu ewramu ena nam so ma bi tietie bi so sade ade ni sikoye nipa nsia ena banebone se wo matwa nan bonse do prosper nyamsam eri nchiremo no ebra yen prosper ma joy
me just so state ya
na ho ye
na me ado
chiremo dia kwaso ewo enkran fa Armed Forces for recruitment.
Hello
prosper what menka
oh anopa we na e was say your man penny don't Germany Mahamani Bosha yeah beto aba year 2024 no say na was say be na dani dano say yesha say ba be asogesi police wo mai mo I am paying na ya ensambo hu de ro na fiwe your man penny say boss say ready best na yi nkofo say be omo be training na ye for omo nko to say police ni soldiers ye be bohu de ro na no na ene die na wo say amafo bebre ko na ye omo body screening ni ade a eno be che say obetumi akosoja ni mu ana wontumi nko na amafo pi na ekwa ahomati 2 am ena amafo pi e won kan krodie me esan say dodo na e won kan ha ni ntino nkofo bebre ko ya say ye be ya e bedru omo so ntem so bebre na kontem be 2 am na nkofo ho e bi nso ba 4-5 going no na no pay ye ko twem wo e wo stadium I know e wo ukwo pesi line na e wo na sa stadium we e wo no na obete wo say asogers for bebre nso ta twem ho ni ntene e wo na nkomo kwa akoye ta body screening ni enioma bebra e wo ho na ye twem ni e wo say omo ye training bi a eno no obefu work akra na ahwese ne omodin botie eno na ene anche bia be ye 11-12 ni mu no ye tete se nkofo bebre akolapse a ye di omo 37 hospital na bebre na so a na omo wo ho na omo collapse emunsia ewu kene ewo Star Stadium ho kwansa na ye de omo ko 37 hospital ho no na ene ye koduru 37 hospital na kese die si ye se nipa collapse a e die free mu no doctors for e show mu na kese e yampa nipa nsia ye ka so mawu no bebre omo nyina so ye mma nye se bebre na omo mawu ni nyina eye mma ya saa mgbe ọmụkọta bibi akọdi a atụnye nchemwe ya kọtụ ọmụmụ na yema mpeni egbo anai ekọ 37 military hospital ekọta ise asem na ọtị ya na ya mpa na se nya mpa nti ọgbo anai ekọ họ na ase asogers fo mpenifo ni mpenifo ahodo a ọmụdị armed forces enim ni bebre nso ekọ họ ma ọmụ ma ihe nya ne nti esese ne ene na mụmọnten mankofo ka say ye nipa be 25 ni 12 ni de keka ho na ewu no enye saa na asem ne tie eno nti ye mampeni na kenne enne dwe yankasa no obelanche ni n'edwuma baako a na n'ani da so pa efe ne nkokọ nketenkete no na kenne na obelanche ewo kumase nenso enam pe saa asem na esi ye nti odinkai ekọ 37 military hospital ekọ shade esi ye enye onu nko a regional minister no ewa Accra hanso eto na in fact anopa na no ba ho be hwe se dwumadie no ededa na kwema na send da na kwem oba ye no anopa no na mom de womle se enam tele ndom no etie ni nti na ka ye bie gate na nipa be ye 20 na ka mawuram ni akwa check mu 20 ni pia na 20 ko nanso enam te Ghana ye ni ase we person kwantem we person kwantem nipa agbodom ego ninti eno na nam so ma nti eti ani apiepie akoma owo ya ene abai ebaye timote ya sana na etie
Mama na sere wa man ball
madam assistant state ya
Personal nyamasam erade amane boy atwa yen wo hwe enkran pumpuni mantamu a Armed Forces for recruitment na ekoso no obode no Elwak Stadium ho na ekoso a esese wo mo twen ko ne kakran no wo nyina dompem peso wo muvra gate ni mo ene se bi mu tietie bi mu so ne ade a edipansia no wo so wo matwa nna no mo anse do ye ko ansenfo from matiafo badom akaye a medeba to monim se ewo koben ene ne mpotamu ho no adehye no afre ensentwerefo nhyiamudie de ye kire nyina aka ho e kire se FJ Mining Company edi dwuma bi ewo wo mu kro ni mu a omani enso wo mo se FJ Mining Company yi sese bi no mumfuo ene niema edi tu asase mu agudie saa sam no mo be kan ye no ene nam so ma FJ Mining Company Limited for empanimfo aba be yi wo mo ho no Wamo chirasa 11th November wa Afia mu ene kuo bi omo from mo concern youth of Koben ebeka se wamo FJ Mining for SA wamo nsase no wamo mmoa wamo okronim ni ade erinti ovura Mike Collins wono ene ye panyi kwanhyerefo a woda FJ Minerals no ano ene wo chirasa sa asem ne beto abantini nyina yemfa ne moguo ema yemfa anya asem kura sanse FJ Mining for se wamo kwa kwaje tumi krata ewo Minerals Commission ho Lands Commission fo ni mu bi san so na so yanka se hwe nsase so ene obo ade ne ma wode adom yeso wo mu nyina nim se FJ Mining Company Limited de wo mu agitumi krata so mutumi eye adwuma enya ade a wo mu eye no kwambone so na senti se kuo nu ababonten beka bibia edidi mbone bebre FJ Mining fo num mpanifo ene wo ma kire se asem no nokura bia nim wo manka so mo yo masede yakra sede se ewo koben ho a wo mu ye adwuma no
no press conference person omo ye no fie yenso ye no kasa se mo mra field na mo mehwe de e koso field yenso ye to yensa from mutima ba edi kan de na se be ma ban no se ogbo no homodin se obetu illegal mining ase lands minister regional minister ene bemfo wo regional nyina no e da mo ase so omo de akomapa e type president ni hihye ya wa hye se opesu otu illegal mining ase edi kan press conference ekuru ni ye no nsɛm a mo kan nyina bibia no ho a ye ne kresa company ye ba ye nye adwuma yes now no ye say ye set up your offices ye di ye no ma ba ye set up offices kwadu ba kwa so no say o mo say ye makuafo enkofo enye ne kre mo ba mo di mani ehu mo hu ha o mo ekuru mafo no asense ase no almost Sunday 2 years or say, yes, assassin. The Emmy the same one mobile with the money. Quite do a mobile beyond why my mobile with the money who say, you know, the more can beyond why it is. Yes, I walk a bob buying my me a year Jumano, the Quasono. If I see a bit design shares with EPA for share, mineral commission funds share, forestry funds share. You be dealing in also, I am prepared. A chronosono, the yes, social responsibility as a company and so, because I am a chrono, I'm a BBI fine. He leaves, you know, in 2023. And the Gusu Yayi BBI, you cry, your mining permit, you cry, EPA permit, water resource permit, BSC, here BIS, or BNs, and not my mining, Diano. Cry. Sabe, and yet that company did a process. The Baha, Shas say, Barber set up, it's almost there 5 months, which young pass or crown more form. When no man saw the Guaquamuno, and one you go the Guaquamuno. It is a, what they say, Kuma for a press conference, Casse, you buy a 2 Yamana, you buy a work your phone, a honky come and any credit, piano and a credit. Patch on mobile, men need no one a security for Omohano. Young Paul Munsi.
FJ Mining Company for na you amuhwanu ya fei ade hye bia wo mo twam mu akuafo omo so de sei atuja
na ko hen ko fa ya na so ba dise bibi sa e ko so ye pam pam nyanga salmenti sa ko no so ya na mbese ko fu so bi on so pam e da se ma be acho miti kurum haya na me bia me ba se 2 weeks na mabese nko ye adwuma kakara me sa wo kumase nko la na wo nti me ba bia me dia 2 weeks na me ko na me ma akwa isu mo bia mpame da me ti bida me bi su kora o free e acho me fifa haje acho ma fo fo me fam de me ti me aka acho me say ni pano mpamowa na wonye obibi ani kwase ucha toro bi etro so
enti afrens antrafo kwa ho no wa mo atwam kwa afo mu akasa na omo no di nkomo a ensebe omo so e kana no na yanto aso ye ko bongo nananom asan konye wo ho ena ediensam hodro to dwa ukọ saatena konyansa asene so ohere eye na baba salifu atamale alim yarom na wano so akere se ukọ ne importable ho no a enuatwa ama no homne so ho papa na mbidie no a wo mo hye wo ho ninti eye ne na wo mo twanua no wo mo twa so a wo mo ntumi enua bi enhya na wo ne senti ene wasaatena nkonya asase no so nyina ohene kese no ehyen hemfo nkum ewo ho se ewo wo mu kro nketua mu no wo mu sisi ehemfo a wo mu behwa bonsa asase no ho ban wokọ ebotem wo mo fra ne titi na aba ohene kese kire se wo mu sisi titi na aba wo mu nkro nim se bayi a wo mu betumi ahwe nsase no so enkanka eni enua adehia fato mo so mbebu aguo nanai ena etu ye Ghana adehefo enkanka ne wo mu wo bongo district ho se wo mo hwe wo mo hu yiye sanse eduru ensuto bremu no ensuo no asesa enya ade a eto eduru opebremu nso so a na afei ensuo to enam so manuane kora wo mu dua no entumi emaye ena wiemu nsakire e wo ho nso so asesa ne senti no wo sere se enua na nkrofo twago no so mu twa kora no mu dua bi e de ahye na mu a enka betumi aboa na so mu twa no magya ne saa ne de enya de betumi aboa wo mo.
There was a whole school of thought that they shouldn't cut the trees, the mahogany trees. Many people came to me that, Chief, don't allow them cut the trees. But I also looked at. So now, if you say they shouldn't cut the trees, how can they widen the road? And we need the road to be wide. So there are two things. We have to forego one thing to achieve another. So I said, no, they should cut the trees. My brother, the calamities that we have faced after cutting those trees, then I realized that the trees was solving a very big problem for us. The year they cut the trees, the storm that came and hit our homes wasn't small, because the storm comes from the eastern side, and then the trees, a lot of the mahogany trees were also sighted on the road there. So it means the trees were serving as a breaking point against the wind. But we could do not anything. We couldn't do anything. Today, as I tell you, the rainfall this year has taken a different trend. We didn't get heavy rains in the first place. In the second place, the rains have stopped very early. The last rain that we got was towards the end of September. The whole of October, no rainfall. As we sit now, there's no rainfall. So all those people who planted granules at the later part are suffering to harvest because the ground is hard. You understand? All those who planted rice, who sowed rice at the later time, most of the rice is spoiled because at the time they were now looking for water, there's no water. So the effect of climate change is very high. And I cannot go without appealing to the people, at least the people of Bongo. Let us plant trees. Let us plant trees. And then let us stop cutting the trees. Let's stop cutting the trees. We are causing more harm to ourselves than good. All those people who think that they are doing it for living, is rather they are ending up causing more harm. So please, they should stop cutting the trees. I have enskinned environmental chiefs. I have asked all my sub-chiefs to enskin environmental chiefs called Tihinaro. We are empowering them to work. So if they find anybody cutting a tree, we will not take light with such a person. They are only not responsible for ensuring that they don't cut the trees, but they are also ensuring that the people plant trees. They themselves are an advocate for planting trees.
Bongo nananom atena konwa ensase eso hene na baba salifu atamale alimya rom ene chese omu twa nua dodo ewo ne mensinu emo nam soma sedi wienwu sachare sitie no asesa ne senti adehye no ntuom hofo ye twa ho age abo afon krato ye ba ye kodwade mo ensem.
Dr. Kukudazi has written a very informative book called How Demons Operate. This revelational piece exposes all the deep secrets about demons to set you free from their evil clutches. You can purchase the book online on Amazon.com and Bol.com, or also grab a copy from Continental Supermarket at Ayediase or the Kyem Shell Shop in Kumasi. You can also call us on 050-644-9797 for your copy. Get a copy right away. Download the AP Media app now at apmediagh.com/app. It is currently available for Android devices. Coming soon to Play Store and App Store. For desktops, UPS, toners, and printers galore, Pogbell Enterprise has got it all, from CCTV cameras to office chairs that keep you in style at affordable prices that will make you smile. For schools, businesses, and individuals alike, we have what you will surely like. Contact us on 0245 099 786, 0245 099 786. Pogbell Enterprise. Shop with ease.
Hello there. I welcome you to Kino Computers, your one-stop shop with the perfect tech solution. At Kino Computers, we give you the best deals on quality laptops, phones, and accessories. Whether you're looking for a high-performance laptop for work, a reliable phone for staying connected, or the latest accessories like M.2, SSD, wireless mounts, ergonomic keyboard, and USB adapters to boost your productivity, we've got you covered. We also provide expert repair services as well as nationwide delivery on all our products. Visit us at Adum on the ground floor of the Abanaba Plaza near the Relish Health Shop for unbeatable prices and exceptional service. For more information, call us on 0248 137672. 0248 137672. Kino Computers, beyond your expectations.
Introducing the Smiling Shark Outdoor Solar Camping Light, a new modern way of lighting up your world. It's a powerful portable lamp with 2 modes of brightness, a strobe light as well as a flashlight. You can power it through solar charging or Type-C charging. With a built-in high-capacity lithium battery, you can also use it as a power bank to charge up your mobile phone through USB. To purchase one, contact 055 051 5323 or 053 520 3534. This segment is brought to you by Tizo Aluwex.
APTV, AP Radio 105.7 Kasafidi so, and you made on Siakasia, and I will go so Asham and I would see our radio no so the try Muto Kwaja Boa Fon Crato. It will judge you and someone or Yamea Doma watching a dra, and I saw for sure my sick as some so no young for Dr. Kesala Tofosen, a Baba Bekin kind or my ye, ya call my bomb some a day actually, and I'm so my walk chifu. A team of mensin more bankrupt penny or no young for Isaac Yossen, and then each mo a watch for praso, a jadada no emo. Na wakwa no was so quite cautious sunny, adwadefo asesere mu sitie niema be na enkoye ede ma wo mu ni nyina no obetumi ama yesikasem ho soafo na so ate na watumi aye bibia fa ho anasa ewo budget se oba be kenkan mo no watumi ama twefo atimokwa mansi ni mu nso adwadefo ho atowo mu yewrayi akiresa ye mampani ewo pepa se adwadefo wo man Ghana ha nyina wo mu how bi o mu famu no ewo budget 2026 de no ebetumi ahwe asiesie sa how ni nyina ne senti ene wono afo ato no ho so a wade nani ekiremu ewo dwadada ewo twefo praso ene adwadefo bia kwadi nkomoyi
Papa atofo se Minister of Finance bae enimisa na mo a wo tu bia ma dollar no ekofom se dollar ni edwane a na ma enema bo edan ekosoro me am ma medwadifo bedi adanse se bi nya ne omani nyina na ne bo akofom de ba de wo bi wo ho a enka no koto a na koto na 3 cities wo be ko na go 4 cities but na de wo be ko na eso na edan ate yes Oliver Twist ask for more the edwadifo do na hwehwe fi aban nche se ye be koso na enema ne bo edan akofom nti budget ya be de me se papa waye bi papa atofo so waye bi obesan ye bi aka ho ye beti asem de ye beti se sila no dollar na ebafom ye beti se sila no nioma abo a ekosoro edan ebafom ye beti se twufupra so Cape Coast Road omampani edenens edan kan aban de nsa beka praso Kosu Road edenens beka praso Dunkwa Road praso ewisem ene ateku ekwan no so contractor guso a oyo na ye ho atoye.
Ononyafo Isaac Yoson na banka chipani wotwifo atimokwa mensi no emuanu akirei adwadefo bia womudu amujuma twifo praso edwadada ne mu so edensemi tudwa
Poto yentumi nya baby enfa ye nyamanes na ye dwaye nso dwaye nso aha no ye nya baby ndinso ncheya monhwe mai
ye nema prices ne be kofom ka enema no se ne bo ne de tie bia ne yetumi ato amobi nso ba na se ne bo wo fom a wetumi ato e ne nso dwadifo na abo aye kaka
zen nso tala ye bra papa wa ye ta wole ye bra ye bra ha tu wa nya abete ya atachem
atachem kwa ye na bakati ono ni bebe ne ni be nyonso ato atachem na ho to kabana mo aye
nsuo ta ebufa ye nyina toilet nsuo nyina na ya tie pa mo chaw o me gota ne maye efe suo tie wiawia ne se ye
Mr. President de ya hwa ni mo ne se obama sika ba kurum edwai hyese de mu aye din afa enipa anko nipa ma sika sam ho aye din ti budget no oridi a o ma sika mrem na
ebe na no de maye ne bi na me yase dodo so to nsuo ne ma me yase bebre ti SDC se o ma hu ye mobo no ma pata maye ne ye bre
twifo atimokwa mensi ne mu no twifo praso dwadada ne mu adwadifo no na wadwode ho nsam ano no nyamfo har na adrusu ye soafo a wo hwe ye homasu ansam so de na nso so wono so se owo warehemu se Ghana ye sidi no ebetumi agina na so na aboa matemamufo ye nso ye ho ahenhan ye no wo se eye nhwehwe ya aban no edi gu akwan mu ema asoye wo mo so hwe ye sika sam so batan no bikire Bank of Ghana wo mo so edi gu akwan mu ye mampani won nhwehwe ya 24-hour economy yebra how the dress say sajina sie no policy bi betumi aboa Ghana papa ne senti wo mo tena se ahye ne yie na sade ye mampani ni tiri mu positie no etumi aye ho no wo se 24-hour economy ne mo no edwade hu nsam be kɔ nanim sanso na kuayo ebe ma ne mu so ma ye nyane ma de akonkrofo aman so bra ye de ne ma akonkrofo ma so eboa ma ye sika ne timi gina na so eno so ne ade titira wo man Ghana ye pesi ye hunu eba sa ebetumi ama Ghana ha dwade hu nsam so etumi akɔ nanim.
Leadership from the banking sector that is courageous, and we recognize this institution as facilitating regulation and education, and then financial literacy. My ministry and the GES is happy to collaborate and work with you in improving financial literacy in Ghana generally, and we should work towards that. I wish you a very engaging and insightful conference, and I trust that we would continue to work together. Then finally, my comment on currency stability. I know that many of you travel as I do. from a few years ago, I was a rural boy until I found my way to Dubai. If you go to Dubai, the dirham is about the same rate. 18-20 years. You don't travel thinking that you go and get a change. So that would be the challenge I'll throw to the banking sector. But I also agree that the politicians, we are those who normally disrupt the economy, then turn around and blame you that you are not doing your work well. So on risk management, and again I borrow from the head of the banking institution, are you complying with the Bank of Ghana regulatory mandate? I think you should. But many at times, and I'm sure without encroaching your territory too as Bank of Ghana, we need more efficiency in the goal for oil and goal for forest reserve regime. We need more efficiency. Particularly, and this will be my final comment, we witnessed it when you were doing BDCs, those oil companies, and we are seeing a part of it. We should be careful who determines the exchange rate. And then when the determination is done, others trade. And then we hear some associated issues with it. We need to get it done. And therefore, we urge you to be more professional in your banking operations, risk management, and credit governance.
Ononyanfo Haruna Edrisu Swafo Sha Yawasua and some so and Wakasadi fire economy new home RSC city no able to me agent and so ye kwama would also and some.
This segment is brought to you by Desat Solutions.
America Mampani Donald Trump Patrocrata dia call Israel Mampani ho Mampani Isaac Herzog said Osha over Benjamin Netanyahu awano na Prime Minister wa Israel ho na free 2020 nim ede ebanyina na sam ejina ye court wa wamuguso edie esan Ketashije bi di dwiri mu bi a wo mo kire se kwaso ewo Israel man mu ana owura Netanyahu edi mu akotere na ewo court asam ne wo no na America Mampani Donald Trump atwa akọ ama Israel Mampani se wonhwe no wontwa case ni mosere na wonhu Netanyahu mobo na wonyi case no emfiri ho na Israel Mampani secretary no wasom na enso no wo mo nhyehyeye a wo mu di so ewo Israel man ni mo se wo bi asam ewo court anasa sane bi ekoso na wo betumi ehu nipa ne mobo do mo friend se pardon no a ejisa sa nipa no a ye di nasam no anasa ne hu nipa bi ne busuani bi na atro krata e de abre no na krata ne mumpo no esese nipa ko a ye di nasam no wotumi egetumu se ade no waye na wanu no ho wode waye ho ne senti Mampani nyina so no wamfa ne bone enche no enye se wo bi firi ni man mu wo ye Mampani wo man mu na betro krata ba nipa no kra no e wo court wo plead guilty na chese onka asasam no odi ho efo wasesete no asam no nim ho ma chimpo enti Israel Mampani kire se wontumi enyina Donald Trump ne letter ne so na wonka se wo ho ne mobonti asam no wo mutwam
Israel, not just because it's a direct intervention in the domestic politics in an ongoing case in Israeli courts, but also because it is very difficult to go against the wishes of Donald Trump. So everybody is in a bit of a pickle right now. It's going to be very difficult to confront this formal request sent to the Israeli president. Having said that, it's important to note that under Israeli law, in order for the president to issue a pardon, the person in question must admit guilt and express remorse. So it's going to be interesting to see whether Netanyahu himself is willing to do that, having fought all those allegations of corruption, and there are several of them, for so many years.
Yeah, when Donald Trump was at the Knesset last month, he said something like it's only champagne and cigars, didn't he? Remind us of the Graf case against Netanyahu. There have, of course, been multiple delays to the hearings. Are we any nearer to a conclusion?
Well, there are several cases that have to do with breach of trust, with using the office or the influence of the office. It's not just about receiving gifts. It's about also influencing the media and being, involved in inside deals to affect the coverage concerning Netanyahu himself. So there are several cases. There are also cases related to transactions, very large transactions, multi-million-dollar transactions where Netanyahu was accused of being involved, of benefiting, of giving favors to his friends. So he's been fighting this for many, many years. Netanyahu has been accused of even prolonging this genocidal war in order.
Israel Prime Minister Netanyahu and anasam ewa court free 2020 nim efa corruption ho a America mampani atwerokrata koma Israel mampani se obesere se wodwa nasam no emo era Israel mampani so no ankasa nya no hu no mokọ court no kokasa asem no di ho fo ne so aban no fa ncha no dia ehọ no obetumi ehunu dia obeye afa ho yen kase no ye de nyina esi na yadabose amamumo ene hwe enitie yaboa no dia kogu news.apmediagh.com ubetumi ede oni akodi akire sanso ene yen Facebook ni YouTube APTVGH TikTok Instagram ena X intentefidie ni APmedia_GH ubetumi ene ede nkita ho yefa wodede nkrai ento aso. Happy birthday, Enkoma Mavis Sewa, Sister May, and woman friend no na owo AT College of Nursing and Midwifery ewo ahafo. If we Abuaje da Costa Abwai and was saying fa with the dear and classroom queen and my Mavis Sewa senya kupon shran pano and yaneke say and my wood dear mo aprubi matotun so emye. Happy birthday to Mavis Sewa. Boss lady Afia Agyemang na mebeso mo wakase bono ne kenkan mo enwumre ene eye ebenada anase ene ye ukwada mom ne senti no son Dr. Kukudazi Efrem ne nkyerkyere nkwaje kwan semisubi mbeba wakwam ya no Agyebre na nso watumi etie bi wakase fedie no eso madam wase amamomo eniti ene hwe.